Hi, you guys. So we're going to talk about oregano oil right quick, okay? What can you use it for? Okay, maybe you got it in something or you bought it and you're like, what do you do with it? Y'all, I love oregano oil, okay? And you're going to fall in love with it when we get through here, okay? So you might have gotten it in a big bottle, okay? This oil is super, we call it hot. Okay, let me explain that for a second. It just means that if you have sensitive skin, um, you may want to really dilute this oil. Okay, even if you don't have super sensitive skin, probably going to want to dilute it. Okay, like 2 parts oregano, 1 part carrier oil, maybe even more than that. Like I have to dilute it way more than that. But let's talk about, and you guys, there's a whole thing on my website about this oil. Like I really do love this oil because it has so many uses for it. So I'm going to give you a couple of different uses just so that you will know the basis, but definitely go get that guide so that you can just know what to use for it, okay? So let's talk about it. I use a touch roller bottle. Now, if you're the company you don't use doesn't do touch roller bottles, y'all, all it is part oil, part carrier oil, okay? So you could absolutely just take a 5 milliliter and just dilute it. I would probably put like 5 drops, maybe 8 drops of oregano, and then fill the rest of it up with carrier oil, okay? And I would just write oregano. So what's a few things that we can use this for? How many of you guys ever need to be right? Need to feel like you got to be in control, okay? Like I've struggled with this, okay? And let me tell you, the biggest thing that's helped with this is oregano oil. Okay, so I will simply take the oregano and just put a little drop on the top of my head. Okay, and what it does emotionally is it tears down that belief of kind of you've got to figure it all out. You've got to have it all done. Like I can literally like release and let whatever's going to happen and not feel like I have to put the pieces all together. Okay, so this is one that if that's something you struggle with, I'm going to challenge you to at least put it on every single morning for 30 days. Again, you're going to want to dilute the heck out of that, okay? But that's an amazing way to use that. So control issues. We all have them, some of us more than others. So that's a good place to do it. If you're struggling with, so I also use it if my nose gets super stopped up, I have seasonal issues, but I also like it's pretty well year round, okay? And sometimes like I'll know like I can feel it because my teeth will hurt. I can feel it right through there. I can feel that like there's just stuff that's wanting to settle in there and that my body is having a hard time fighting, like it's starting to turn into something a little bit more serious, okay? If I know that, I will take my oregano and I'll put it right here on the tips of my fingers. Okay, because in reflexology, that's your sinuses. Okay, so I'll put it there. I'll put it sometimes on the bottom of my feet just to be able to help with that. I also will take it internally. Now you gotta know your oils before you can do that. Okay, there's a lot of debate on that, and you have to just do what you think is best for you. Okay, this is not a place to debate it. But I'll put it in a veggie capsule and I'll do a couple drops of that if it's to that point where like I know that it's went a little bit farther than it should have. Okay, so definitely great for control. Definitely great if you just got some stuff going on. Okay, maybe you don't feel great. Maybe you were around people and you feel like you kind of picked up a little bit of a bug. Definitely use the oregano. I would also pair it with the melaleuca, also called tea tree. Again, dilute it, but that will help you fight. It'll help kind of boost that immune system so that you can kind of fight through some of that, okay? Those are some of the best ways to use it. There's a ton more over on my website that kind of gives you some ideas of what to do with that. So if you're curious, it's Essential Oil Recipes for Beginners. That's the website. It's down in the description. There's a class where you learn to release and let go. It's an amazing class, and you can take it anytime you want. But we use oregano in that, okay, and melaleuca, so tea tree, so that it just helps to release stuff. Like it just helps to help us let go of some of the pain, some of that hurt, some of that anger, some of that regret maybe that we're holding on to. Like it just helps to release that emotionally. And so I hope that you'll go grab that. And if you haven't picked up your oregano, that's a good place to start with it. Okay, but definitely check out the other diffuser blends and all of the other stuff that Rollerbella recipes, all of that stuff that's over at the website. Okay, also make sure you join the Facebook group. Okay, we've organized everything into units, and so you can search by oil, you can search by diffuser recipes, you can do all kinds of stuff in there. Okay, so if you're wanting to be a part of that, you can do that. Because that's a great place to start. Okay, so anyway, I'll put the links to all of that below. Make sure also you subscribe and that you hit that little bell, because when you hit that little bell, you'll get an email saying I've uploaded a new video. So, and if you're really like truly just looking for some recipes for both your emotional and your physical health, then you're going to want to get notified every time that I add a new video. Okay, so you guys, I hope you have a great day, and we'll talk to you guys later.